Hey everybody, how's it going? So today for office hours, I'm just going to do some bundle building and then I'll answer questions from the chat. So what I'm working on right now is just getting a GPU node up and running in EKS. So I'm trying to figure out why my local credentials aren't working, and I'll kind of go into that a little bit later. I have some other ways I can troubleshoot it. And I'm going to add a banner here. And answering questions. I wonder if I can do this. And then I can move my camera. Let's add a new layout. So I can do this, and then I'll move my terminal down here. Suppose that works. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Is code not update for you guys? No, for some reason it's not updating. Hold on. 1 second. Why is it not showing VS Code? There we go. Sweet. Okay. So let me update this banner. Sweet. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, office hours typically are a good opportunity to ask questions, talk about Massdriver, talk about platform engineering, DevOps, anything like that. It's pretty open. Feel free to ask me whatever you guys want to talk about, and I'll stop, what I'm doing, and we'll kind of chat about it. Right now, I'm just going to work on adding some GPU support for EKS and kind of troubleshoot that through here. Also, starting to use Vim Motions. I've been using that for the past few days, so it might be a little clunky navigating through this, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to post in the comments. Basically anything that you want to talk about, and yeah, we can dive into it. Perfect opportunity to ask about Massdriver. So what I want to do is get this dynamic paint up and running. So what I want to do here. Let's see. Okay. So what I'm trying to do now here is for a match of the instance type of P number within the instance type configuration variable. If that applies, then I want to apply this map. And then if not, if the instance type is anything else, then I don't want to apply that map. And I got to figure out how to get that to apply. So I think I might have this set up elsewhere. Yeah. Okay. We have P2. That needs to be fixed. Just to reiterate for anybody that's joining, all I'm doing today for today's office hours is I'm just going to be making some modifications to one of our bundles here, just working on some bundle development, and answering any questions that you guys might have that show up in the chat. So feel free to post anything that you want to talk about, whether it's about Massdriver, about platform engineering, about DevOps, or just the industry in general. Be happy to talk about it, happy to answer any questions. And it'd be more fun to be more involved too with the community. Be more fun to be able to chat with you guys. So feel free to post that, whatever comes to mind. So, and also, in fact, if you guys have any suggestions that you see that you want to add, or in particular, like my bundle development here, adding EKS or GPU nodes to EKS, feel free to chime in. Feel free to make suggestions. I'm not an expert at Terraform. Still learning. So anything you might want to add, I'll definitely try it. Let's see. Let's look up. Let's see, dynamic block. So if we do project and then we'll take Q.X large. Medium. Okay, so this returns no match, but the one that I used does return a match. So my regex is set up properly, my instance type is a match. If it's not a match, then I need to return with nothing. And if it is a match, then I need to be able to add this state. Wondering. So I'm just going to try to do a quick deploy in Massdriver. I don't have my local AWS credentials set up, which makes troubleshooting locally with AWS a little bit complicated. So I'm going to have to work around it by doing some bundle development in Massdriver. Let's see if this deploys real quick. Okay, so it did error out on it does not have any attributes, unsupported attributes. Okay. I'm gonna make this a ticker. There we go. That looks easier. Why is the ticker going the other way? Interesting. It only goes one way. Okay. For anyone just joining, this is office hours. So this is a time for anybody to be able to come in and ask questions, talk about Massdriver, talk about platform engineering, DevOps, etc. Feel free to post your questions. I'd be happy to talk about them. I'm just going to be doing some bundle development in the background to get EKS GPU nodes up and running. Just some fiddling around. Also learning Vim motions at the same time, which has been pretty fun. So feel free to post, ask questions. Happy to answer them while I work through a dynamic paint and trying to figure out why it's not working. So I'm going to look into some previous examples where we have dynamic paints. Interesting. let's try a little bit more of a simply here. Let's try just something simple for groups.instance type equal e2.xlarge. Okay, let's just try this one because that's the skew that I'm testing with. So let's do that's publish. Then we'll test the deployment in Massdriver real quick. If it's successful, then I'll switch screens. Switching screens with the StreamYard is kind of a frustration. Like StreamYard's awesome. It's been fantastic for us. But am I freezing up here? Am I freezing? There we go. StreamYard's been fantastic for us. Although my only issue is that you can't have multiple queued screen shares at the same time to like swap between them. Like you have to stop your screen share to share something else, which is really annoying. So don't really like that feature, but other than that, StreamYard has been awesome. Okay, so pretty much the same error message on this value. So how do we populate? Up here. So how can we populate this? Is my internet just... Okay, so what is causing this? I wonder if I can switch. For anybody just tuning in, this is office hours for Massdriver. This is an opportunity to just hang out, ask questions, talk about different topics that you want to talk about. Feel free to post what you'd like, and then we'd be happy to chat about it, whether it's specific to Massdriver, not specific. Yeah, just hang out time. The perfect opportunity to ask a question to a live person and get immediate feedback. That's not going to work. How can I set up this dynamic team? Okay, so first, I think what I want to do is just remove it being dynamic. insert. Sure, that's the way. I'm pretty sure there's a faster way to do this, but I just haven't figured it out yet. Okay, so if we set up a manual tank here where it gets applied regardless, let's try this. Just rule out. Make sure at least the taint's properly configured, and if it is, then I can go through and just continue working. I'm fiddling with the dynamic block, but I at least want to make sure that I can get GPUs to deploy properly, and then I obviously need to test it as well. Make sure that any pods that get scheduled on that node with the GPU is able to use the GPU. Let's see if I can switch. Yeah, it's not gonna let me switch. It's such a weird feature. Okay, another error message. Expected taint effect. Sweet. Okay, so this is the error that I got. Okay, expected taint effect to be one of no schedule. Interesting. Okay, so this just wants this to be no schedule. Okay, and let's redeploy. Get okay. Looks like it's, oh sweet, it's starting to deploy. Okay, I'll go ahead and share my new screen here. So it looks like GPU is starting to deploy. And we'll just wait for this to finish up. And again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to post them. You know, I have that ticker scrolling at the bottom, but sometimes it's good getting a reminder. It's starting to come up pretty well. So how's everybody doing today? Wednesday, productive weeks. Does this look right? Everybody, welcome. If you're just joining, So today we are just doing some bundle building, answering some questions. Feel free to ask away if you have any. Be happy to talk about whatever you'd like to talk about. Okay, well, I'm gonna let that run in the background. I'm gonna go back, since that's still deploying. I'm just gonna play around with some dynamic blocks here to try to get that up and running. I'll check on the platform here in a little bit. So, like I got that error message taken care of. So. Let's see, let's look at this cheat sheet. Okay, so if I want to, I need to yank. I'll go to visual mode, visual commands. Insert mode. Where's yanking? Cut and paste. So yank 2 lines, yank 3 lines. Yank word on the cursor. And then P. Okay, so if I go down here, so 3 yank. Yank. But that doesn't do anything. So that cuts the line. So 3DE. And then I can go up and paste. Sweet. So insert tab. And then we need to go up into Word. What is this Copilot trying to do? I don't need it for advanced configuration. So I need it for let's try var.node_groups.instance type equals to I'm going to try this. However, remove this. Or yeah, I think this is better. Each.value.taint. I think it's better. Okay, so check on Massdriver. Okay, so EKS is still deploying. It takes like 30 years to deploy. Let me try opening this up in Massdriver. Okay. So I'm going to share my new screen here. So this is a cool thing that we have. So this is something that our team has been working on, mainly my CTO and my front-end team. have been working on this dev server within the CLI tool. You can execute it if you are on the newest build of the CLI. You can run Massdriver in the terminal, and it's going to essentially spin up this local container for you where you can do some like local bundle development, and you can do some provisioning and stuff like that. I've been having an issue with it, I think just because I don't have my configuration correct for EKS, and possibly my IAM role. But it is good for, looking at what your Massdriver.yaml, how it would look in Massdriver, being able to look at the form, checking validation, things like that. And then you can see if you populate the form data with, foo, like it adds the configurations that you're looking at. So you can get a really good picture of what bundle development is going to look like in the future. Okay, so yeah, we're going to use that. Use this. Yeah. Next. And then we want to use P2 general purpose GPU. And then we can click next, and then click play. Okay, so this is progress. This is further than I made it last time. Okay, so failed. Now I can take this container name and find out exactly what happened. Just do so stop screen, share. Open up a new CSH Docker logs. Okay, so what's going on here? Yeah, it's just my IAM role not being configured properly, it looks like. I'll have to figure that out and fix that a little bit later on. Actually, why don't I fix it now? I can just fix it now. So I'll have to do it behind the scenes. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll share Massdriver. Oh look, we have an error message. Let's see what this error message is. No group, invalid parameter exception. The following supplied instances do not exist. P2.x large. Cluster name, following instances do not exist. Interesting. So I wonder if we actually don't have access to this SKU in our AWS account. Okay, so that's something that I need to check right now. Let's sign in. P2 instances. I feel like everybody would have access to P2 instances, no? Oh, are they region specific? I wonder. I'm not an AWS expert. I'm familiar with AWS, but my background is in Azure. So I'm wondering if they're region specific. Let's see. If anyone's just joining, this is office hours. This is an opportunity to ask questions, to hang out. I'm just doing some local bundle development, troubleshooting, getting GPU nodes up and running in EKS. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to chat. I'd be happy to talk about whatever you'd like to talk about. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out why P2 instances are not available. So I'm wondering if it's a quota thing. Let's see, let's try to open up a elastic compute. All P4, P3, and P2 spot instances requests. We don't need spot instances, we just need P2. Oh, we have them too. Interesting. The following supply instance types does not exist. Let's see. What could be causing this? Yeah, I think it might be a region thing. So let's find out. AWS P2.x large region. Yep. US East, US West. And what is my VPC in? I think it's coming from this one. No. Where's my VPC coming from? It has to be. And this one's in C Central 1. Okay. Let's decommission this. Need a new VPC. We'll do US West. US West 1. Okay, so that's provisioning, that's decommissioning. Okay, so while that is running, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get my IAM role set up for AWS. Let's see. So I need to create an IAM user. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that right now. IAM user. So if I go into my user account, yeah, I created the access key. You may have created the wrong one. So let's go ahead and delete this one. Delete. And then we're gonna create an access key. Okay, so this is finished. I'll go ahead and switch this over. Over to US West. And we'll deploy again. So Ingress, P2. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and update key here. The bundle development server is still up and running, huh? Close this session. Still no EC2 IMDS role found. So EKS is still coming up. For anybody who's still joining us, this is open office hours. This is a time to be able to ask questions, to be able to chat about whatever you want to talk about. We have about 15 minutes left in our open office hours session. Right now, I'm just working on some bundle development. I'm trying to deploy EKS with GPU nodes. Getting the NVIDIA daemon set installed and GPU taints configured and things like that. And I'm running into a little hiccup with local development in my my AWS environment not being properly configured. So I'm working on that on the side, but feel free to post any questions. Feel free to chat whatever you want to talk about, whether that is about platform engineering, about DevOps, whatever you'd like to talk about. Just go ahead and let me know. Be happy to talk about it. Right now, I'm just working on troubleshooting my local AWS environment. So trying to get this up and running. The access key ID wasn't imported after I export them again. Let me try to set these local environment variables, see if that helps. see if setting those environment variables worked. And no, that did not work. Awesome. Man, I love AWS. So easy to work with. Just ridiculous. Okay. EKS is still coming up, I can see. Looks like it's progressing. I mean, the node group is still not being created, so it takes forever for the cluster to come up. It's actually kind of ridiculous how long it takes for it to spin up, but it is what it is. If anyone has anything they want to chat about, feel free to post in the chat. I'd be happy to talk about it, answer questions, anything like that. Let's see, looking at this GitHub issue. Everyone's using a good way of managing access to multiple AWS accounts. No. Rolling back AWS provider, that's a possible fix. Reverting back to 3.72.0. Let's see if I can do that. So if I go to providers, we can do equal to 3.72.0. Let's do minutes. Build to remove local module cache. Okay. Modules. I'll just delete it. Apply. No, that didn't work either. That's perfect. Okay, we got an error on deployment. Okay, let's see what this one is. Same thing. Okay, so we're actually working with another VPC connected to that region. So following supplied instance types does not exist. What? US West. Well, that's just wonderful. Okay. US West 1. Now, why would this be the case in that particular region? Yeah, they're available in US East, US West. US West Oregon. AWS US West 1. Oh, I need US West 2. Why don't they just say that in the article? Okay. All right, well, I'll just deploy my VPC in US West 2. That's just awful documentation. Okay. Bundle building can be frustrating. I mean, not necessarily bundle building, but just working with Terraform, working with the cloud. I'm just gonna wait for this to decommission. But this is kind of like the reason why Massdriver exists. It's like operations can be difficult enough. You really have to go through the pain of what is not possible, what is not doable within the clouds, to be able to operate them well and efficiently, right? And like, this is our job as operations to learn this, to become good at it, and to apply our knowledge or experience into problems to provide like good solutions for them. The problem becomes when you force developers down the same route. When developers are in a position where they have to learn the cloud, they have to learn DevOps tooling, they have to learn to troubleshoot, configuring infrastructure in such a way that it actually works, on top of having to write software and still learning that software world, still, building out good applications. Like, that's a lot. And that's why like a tool like Massdriver, tools, like our competitors, that's why we exist. We're trying to provide a solution for people who are experiencing pain out there. Because, operations can be painful enough, development can be painful enough, but if you force someone to do both, that sucks. That's just miserable. That's not a fun life. That's why stuff like this exists. I mean, look at all these resources that go into making one VPC. All of these resources go into making a single VPC. How is a developer, especially like a junior developer who has very little experience with the cloud, supposed to understand this and learn this and be able to build out, a VPC that not only serves traffic to their infrastructure and applications, but also is built in such a way that it's secure. It meets your security compliances. Like, how are they supposed to know that without being a cloud expert working in operations department for years? So that's what's cool about Massdriver. Like, your operations teams, they bake in your expertise. They bake in the knowledge. They know all of these resources are required to make a production grade VPC, to make it secure. Developers don't. So you kind of give them this all-in-one package of your infrastructure and how it should be built. And they just say, oh, I need a network, I need a VPC. I'll drag it out, populate a couple fields, good to go. So we'll switch this to US West 2. Look how easy it is to bring something down, change a configuration, deploy it back again. It's very easy. Just crazy, all the resources. Oh, and we have a failure too. Sweet. We'll find out what that is in a second. Maximum number of VPCs has been reached. Okay. Maximum number of VPCs in US West 2 has been reached. So, what region? What was it? The East? What was the skew in? AWS P2. There we go. US East, North Virginia. So AWS North Virginia. US East 1. Let's try US East 1. We're just about wrapping up office hours here. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was pretty quiet, but you guys got to watch me fumbling around a little bit of bundle development, trying to like work my way through AWS, which can be quite a pain. Yeah, we host these office hours events the first Wednesday of every month. Just an opportunity for our users, our viewers to be able to just hang out, ask questions, talk about whatever that they want to talk about. We're here to do that. So we'll be doing it again next month. Feel free to stop by again next month, and yeah, we can chat. We can talk about platform engineering, talk about Massdriver, DevOps, different things. We may or may not have one of my coworkers on next month. We'll see how the month goes and how that particular week goes, but we'll figure it out. So thank you guys for stopping by. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here, and then we'll see you guys for next time. We do have a couple webinars coming up actually that I'll kind of talk about for just a minute, and then we'll wrap up. So next week, let me see if I can open up the webinars page here. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this. So next week we are doing Airlock. So this is our new open source project that we've been working on, and our COO Chris is going to be covering Airlock. And then on the 29th, we have Corey, our CEO, doing a webinar on maintainable IAC and writing use case, specific OpenTofu and Terraform modules. And then I believe on the 22nd, we are doing KubeVirt on AWS EKS again. And then on the 15th, we're going to be sort of doing like a rerun of our generating infrastructure as code from existing cloud resources, but instead of AWS, we're going to be doing it in Azure. So thanks for everyone who stopped by. It was awesome hanging out with you, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.